What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for popping into my review before the big one. That's right, tomorrow night I'll have my review for Superman, directed by James Gunn, the start of the DC Universe. That review will be up tomorrow night. But tonight, I'm talking about the final film that I haven't seen before seeing the new one. After Superman comes out, still might go down that road and talk about Man of Steel again, and God forbid, maybe even the ultimate cut of Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Who knows? Let's just see how things play out. But tonight, today, right now, whenever you're watching this, we're talking about Superman Returns. This is a film that came out almost 20 years after the fourth movie, The Quest for Peace, which had such a low budget. The effects were awful, but the film was a fun time, for me at least. I mean, I knew it was going to be bad, I knew it was going to be poorly made, and I just had fun with it. And honestly, I'd rather watch The Quest for Peace over Superman 3. But I would choose Superman 3 over this film any day. This is by far the worst Superman film I've seen so far. This movie is just so discombobulated. It has no idea what timeline it takes place in or what time period it takes place in, and it has no idea of the past continuity. Because you watch this film, in the first 10 minutes, I didn't really know what was going on. I was trying to pick up the pieces and understand where we were in the timeline, because I don't know if this film takes place after Superman 1. I don't know if it takes place after Superman 2. I don't know if it included elements from 3 and 4. There's some things that you see in the movie or you hear in the movie or lines you hear like, oh, then maybe the third film did happen, or maybe the fourth film did happen. But then something that happened at the end of the second film is irrelevant to what happens in this movie. So it's almost like they just picked and choose what they wanted to do with the previous material and just throw it into this. And the first like half of the film has basically the same tone as those first four movies. It doesn't really have the humor that the last two did, but it has a more serious tone. I think the humor worked in the film. The humor wasn't really forced, it was just there, very subtle. And the humor worked, and that was really the only thing that worked about it in the movie, other than like the James Marsden character, who ultimately has nothing to do in the film. And this is like The Last Jedi. This is that of the Superman films. The movie teases you so many times of if this kid is the son of Superman. You know, you see him with the kryptonite and try to open the door, but you don't really know. The film gets there almost every single time that they attempt to tease you if he is the son of Superman or if he can use these powers or abilities. They go and they go and they go and they go and they just about show you and then they stop. And they literally have about 5 or 6 scenes in the movie like that. And it started to bug me. And you don't find out until the last 5 minutes of the movie. Spoiler alert, he's his son. And did anybody ask for a Son of Superman movie? Did anybody ask for Superman Returns and your big triumphant Superman Returns film and have him dead for the 10-minute portion of the film at the end? I mean, you knew he wasn't going to be dead. I knew they weren't going to kill him. It just didn't seem like the film was going to end like that. It was going to end very predictable. And that's exactly what it did. It ended. The whole thing was predictable. The Lex Luthor stuff I really didn't like. I didn't like Kevin Spacey as this toned down Gene Hackman performance of Lex Luthor. Didn't really work for me. And then all of a sudden, he gets extremely dark, and the film gets extremely dark in tone when he stabs him with a kryptonite. I mean, Superman dies twice in the movie, basically. And this movie's not really even fun. There's two maybe good sequences of the movie. I think the scene on the rooftop with Lois Lane and Superman was a really good scene. But these are moments, tiny moments that you can pick out and watch as a clip on YouTube when he saves the people from the plane, in the first half of it. There's tiny bits. The John Williams score I mean, is the best thing about this movie when John Williams didn't even have anything to do about this film and he's the best part of it. That's pretty sad. He didn't even have any involvement with the film other than John Ottman adapted his music into this score. So the score that he did, nothing really special or memorable. The only music that you really get excited for is the music you already know. Honestly, I think this movie's pretty terrible. It's really awful, and I wanted to fast forward or shut it off with like the last 20 minutes. I was so checked out and so just like bothered by the filmmaking and the screenplay, and just like you're making another Superman movie and you just didn't do it clearly with the script. I mean, it was all over the place. I think Brandon Routh is fine as Superman. I thought he was really good as Clark Kent, actually, but they don't really do anything for him to make it his own. I mean, he's doing an impression of Christopher Reeve. It felt like he was wearing a Halloween costume half the film. This version of Lois Lane, it doesn't really feel like Lois Lane. It feels like Deborah Lane. It was nothing new, nothing original, nothing special. It just went through strange beats of a story that just never really fully came together. Yeah, I'll probably never watch this again. I'll give it like a half out of 5. I hated it. I thought it was pretty diabolical. So 0.5 out of 5 stars for Superman Returns. And we'll see how the next one pans out. I don't think it's going to be as bad. I can't imagine it's going to be as bad. Fingers crossed. So, guys, comment down below. Do you plan on seeing Superman? We're here. I'm seeing it tomorrow night, and I'm very excited to do so. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can check out all my previous reviews for the Superman films, my review for the new film coming tomorrow, and a bunch of other exciting stuff on the way. Guys, you can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram at KingArises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Superman Returns. And until next time, over and out.